I don't know, the light's on.
Ah, there we go. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Tangled Skeins. I'm Sue, also known as Crafty Knitter 7. Oh, I guess I better tell you what day it is. It's May 17th, 2014.
I didn't know what day it was.
And this is episode 65. And as you will see, this is not Kari.
Still not Kari.
She's not feeling well today.
No, Kari woke up with a migraine, so sorry, Kari. I am Lynn, also known as Toll Baby, and the hand, apparently. Laura
From
knows
stage
who I
left.
am.
Yes, Laura knows
Sorry.
who Lynn is.
I was thrilled when I discovered that Laura knew who I was.
Yes.
So you can find us on Ravelry in the group Two Tangled Skeins, and the rest of the crap I have no idea.
YouTube, TWO Tangled Skeins, and our website is twotangledskeins.com.
We have Twitter, but it's only for updates.
It only updates you when the show comes up.
We don't tweet.
No.
I have a Twitter account. I don't tweet.
I have a Twitter account, but that was only to check on my son.
Oh, you're smart. Me was
So.
to check on, Will Wheaton and what he was up to.
Ah, okay. So FOs, there are 0.
No.
Yeah.
I'm slow. What can I say?
I'm slow. I should have had my sock done
But there's
by now,
progress. We'll see progress soon.
Yes. What's on the needles? My Hermione's Everyday Socks by Erica Luder in Bittersweet Woolery and the Guilty Pleasures base.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the Grassy Gnome colorway. So
Incidentally, she has a new store.
oh,
She has a new online store. She used to not sell her stuff online. She would only sell at the festivals.
yeah.
And now she has an online store.
Okay, that's dangerous because we can get it anytime.
I know. Well, that's okay. We're going to be seeing her at Stitches anyway.
Okay, cool. So that is knit on 2.5 needles, which is a US 1.5, and the second one is in progress. I turned the heel, so I'm on the leg. I've got, well, maybe about 4 inches left, and I'm using my Diacraft heavy metal needles. Can't say enough good things about Diacraft, so if you don't know about them, you need to go check them out. Tom and Linda are amazing. And I have this in my knotted bag from Diane, who is Freedom for You on Ravelry.
Hi, Diane.
She makes several different sizes of bags, and this is her the small knitted one. So she does a really good job, and there's no seams on the inside. Like it's awesome. So if you don't know about her bags, you need to go check them out.
I'd like to point out that even the knit girls like these bags.
Yes. There are quite a few podcasters who show these bags, I've noticed over the last couple weeks. So,
And she's local to us, so
she is. She's one of my friends.
we have perks.
Yes. Actually, she showed a bright green bag with cats on it a couple weeks ago on her Ravelry group, and I was just like, I want that, but there's none left in the shop. And well, since she's my friend, she texted me and said, I still have fabric left, so
Yeah.
I get a custom.
She
order.
gets perks.
I has perks.
Funny, I don't get perks, but then I'm just a hand.
Ask for perks. You have to ask for perks.
It's all good.
What else am I knitting on? Tubularity has not gotten love. And I think, and I mentioned it last week, this is by Martina Beam, is how you actually pronounce her last name. I listened to Diane's show. She interviewed Martina, and her last name is spelled Beam.
Ah, pronounced.
Yeah, pronounced Beam. So it's the Tubularity by Martina Beam. A lot of people are making these. It's very popular right now. The reason it's not getting a lot of love is I cast on size 3 needles, 3 millimeter, which is US 2.
That's not right.
Oh, that's what it said on the knit pick
Oh, is
stand.
it? Okay, sorry.
It says
Yes,
US2.
yes, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Wow.
You're usually good at that.
I know.
What's up with that? Must be the clouds in the sky.
I'm being carried today.
Oh. I'm finding the gauge is not drapey enough. So I either have to cast on with a larger needle and using one of the other skeins to see if I like the drape. But I don't want to rip this back if I redo it in another skein, and yeah. So it's knit out of this, which is the polydactyl set that Miss Babs sells. It's Coffee Break. So it's got this one multicolored skein that has blues, greens, and browns in it. So basically the multicolored skein is broken down into different colors.
Yep.
And then the gray. And I got that at Maryland.
And Miss Babs, these people are brilliant because people were lining up to get these things.
Oh, and I stood there for 15 minutes. I had about 3 or 4 different sets in my hand, and I actually almost contemplated when Kari went to her booth. I almost contemplated getting another set, and I thought, you know what, I want to knit one first, and then, you know, because it's
we'll see her again.
We'll see her again, and it's like $60.
She'll be at Stitches. She'll be at Rhinebeck.
Yeah, so
she's everywhere.
She is. So yeah, so that's on 3mm, which is a US 2, and yeah, it didn't get any love this week. So I have to decide what I want to do.
What bag is that one?
This bag is by Lil Pockets, which is on Etsy.
Yes.
So it's a nice drawstring bag. It's got a nice
I like the
coordinated
drawstrings.
center.
They're actually very nice.
It's lilpockets.etsy.com. So yeah, that's where it's living. Because, you know, every project has to have its own bag. Not that I don't have enough of them. I have a whole drawer over there full of bags.
I own one project bag. I don't know where it is.
It's the one you were so excited to get.
I know. I went on Etsy and I bought it myself and everything, and I was just like, yay, I have a project bag. What do I do with it now? I don't do bags. I don't do purses. I just don't have that gene.
Yeah. We're not rubbing off on you well enough.
No.
No.
Something rubbed off on me last night. Jeez. Somebody, I think somebody was knitting with alpaca, because I got home and I was covered in hives.
Oh no.
It was really weird.
Did you touch anything?
No, I didn't touch anything. And I mean, there was just the 4 of us there, so I didn't know. But yeah, I started feeling like I had bugs crawling all over me while I was there. And there was nothing there.
No.
I mean, obviously, I could look down and see that there was nothing on my arm.
So you were getting
but I was
tingly.
really, really itchy. And by the time I got home, I had red bumps all over the place.
Oh,
so
that's not good.
that was fun. And then I've had very little sleep.
Yes, the story I read on Facebook this morning. Her neighborhood.
I live behind a biker bar. It's kind of funny because I live between the biker bar and a church. So in the summertime, there's a lot of noise after hours from the biker bar. People are leaving, so on and so forth, drunks getting in their cars, etc., etc. Last night, there were a bunch of drunks who, just before 3 a.m., decided to go Hulk smash on the neighborhood, literally. I mean, they were doing the Hulk voice and everything. I'm not kidding. He was screaming in a Hulk voice. And they took it upon themselves to knock over every garbage can and recycle bin in the neighborhood. Yesterday was garbage day, so that was really noisy. And so one of my friends this morning was like, oh, you should have called the cops. Oh, I did.
And did they actually come?
I don't know. I could still hear them 15, 20 minutes later, so I don't know if the cops ever actually showed up, but I eventually got back to sleep, so I don't care. But yeah, it's a lovely neighborhood I live in. And there was a little bit of drag racing last night. Not a lot, but that's another lovely feature of my neighborhood. So, what's the brown thing?
I want to show this again. It's the Soroyan shawl.
Yes.
That's got a garter edge, and if I can unroll it.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky because
it's
knit
leaves
this way.
It's knit sideways.
So it tends to roll around like that.
Yeah, this is by Liz Abinanti, and it's knit in Art by Anna's Dreaming DK yarn,
Which we love.
which has been on hold for 2 weeks because I ran out of yarn.
And poor Anna is tearing her hair out trying to match it.
So she dyed up some yarn, and she also found some leftover yarn in this color. She thinks it's this color from a hat that she made.
Oh.
So she's sending me both. So hopefully if I have to maybe stripe them or whichever,
Hopefully it won't have to.
hopefully it won't be too bad, and it'll just be on one of the edges. So I really want to finish this because it's going to be really nice when it's blocked out.
Is that your knit along?
No,
shawl?
my knit along is the Tubularity.
Oh, okay.
So I need to give it some love soon.
This
This
you
is
might want to
on.
switch that.
Yeah. What needles is this on? I think these are 4s.
Yeah, I think the greens are the 4s.
Yeah, 4s, which is a US 6. And it's in my lovely Art by Anna bag. She is Art by Anna on Etsy. She has beautiful yarn, beautiful bags. Her party cakes are adorable. They're gradient. And she actually brought back the line Dreaming DK because she had discontinued it, but then people complained.
Yeah, I know. Everybody was like, no, don't go away.
Yeah, so she brought it back.
I've never actually managed to get any of her yarn because it's hard to get.
Yes. Well,
her shop updates go up and boom, gone.
You almost need to do a custom order. That's basically, you see something you like, you need to custom order it. So as soon as I get that yarn, she's going to send it out. I think she said she sent it out this week. And I will get that back on the needles too. So
Before we get into what I'm knitting, what you wearing?
I'm wearing my Mara shawl, which was knit out of Mad Tosh. And it was a Mad Tosh DK.
Yes.
And it is the Georgia O'Keeffe colorway. And yeah, it's huge. And it just kind of matched what I was wearing today, so I decided to put it on.
And it's finished and you love it.
Yep, I do. I do.
I was talking about the necklace though, actually.
Oh, the necklace. My necklace. Oh.
I know this is new, so
I don't think you can see it. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
you can.
It is a necklace that has both my kids' names on it on a ring.
Stamped on it, yeah.
And it's got a heart in the middle. And Cameron Gardam on Facebook. I forget exactly what her shop name is, but she makes them.
We'll put them in the show notes.
Yeah, I'll put it in the show notes. It was like $20, and you can have whatever names. Like some people have a couple names on them, but
I know she was just thrilled to get it.
I was. Yep. So what you knitting on?
The interminable sock.
At least we each have a hoe.
Yes, this is the first sock. This is Rob's sock. It's a 3x2 rib. I don't use a pattern because I took the Yarn Harlots Grok the sock class and I don't need one anymore. So I actually have trouble following patterns for socks just because they never come out right. So there was some trial and error involved in this, but I know this fits. He's tried this one on. So I know it fits
success.
him. So I literally just picked up the stitches for the heel decreases.
Yes, well, before recording, she's like...
Just before recording, I was like,
she's
please
like,
let me finish this first play. I did the heel flap this morning. This was all done this morning because I was up to here last night.
Nice.
So I had to do 3 more rows of the leg, and then I started the heel flap and did the turn and everything this morning. I kind of messed up the turn a little bit, but I don't think he'll notice. I always have trouble remembering where to start the turn. I know I have to go just past the middle, but then I never know how many to go back. So I was following a YouTube video, and she had me going basically back and forth in a straight line, and there was no going past it. I don't know. Anyway, I followed blindly for a minute or two, realized I was doing something stupid, and then did it properly. So...
Went back to the way you normally do it.
The thing is that the socks she was knitting in the YouTube video was a toddler sock, so it's a lot smaller. There were a lot fewer stitches.
Okay.
So there really wasn't any going back and forth on hers. It was just a straight turn. So, it's not her fault. But, so I am now starting the decreases. Rob arrives on Thursday. Today is Saturday, so that gives me, 5 days?
Yeah, 5 days.
Yeah. But technically it doesn't need to be finished until he goes home, which is the following Tuesday.
Nice.
So, really. So the goal is to finish this, which is why this poor thing has not seen any love this week. This is the French can-can.
Finish. What's the yarn?
Oh, I'm sorry. Podcaster.
You
this is why it's not my podcast.
You gotta tell the people these things.
I've told them like 3 weeks in a row. Haven't you been paying attention? This is Cascade Heritage in navy. It's on 2.5s, and these are my cheapo $3 arrow needles. I love them. They're actually pretty pointy. They're not as good as my Hiya Sharps, but considering the fact that they're really dirt cheap needles,
yeah,
can't go wrong. And this is, I think, the only size that comes with 5.
Okay.
Most of them come with 4.
Okay.
And which is really irritating, because then you have to buy 2 packs. But these ones actually come with 5, so I was pretty happy about that.
Good.
And I bought some bigger dumbbells this week.
Oh, cool.
Because I do arm stuff, and for legs I just walk. But so I bought some bigger dumbbells. So ever since I started using the bigger dumbbells, I've been getting bicep cramps when I knit. I will get a cramp here, and I'll get a cramp here. From knitting too much. So yeah, yay. Apparently I'm working my arms well. So yes, the French can-can has not had any love this week because I've been concentrating on finishing the sock. I did make some progress because I'm at the end of the first ball, which I wasn't last weekend.
Yep.
I'm ready to join on the second ball. So I think last weekend I finished in your living room.
Yeah, and
after we recorded, and I wound the balls for the rest of it.
All of it, yeah.
So I didn't make a lot of progress, but I made a little bit. But the other thing that has come back into the rotation, It's this blob of ridiculousness.
Pretty.
And honestly, I had to explain to somebody yesterday how this works. This, as most of you can already tell, is a baby surprise jacket.
Yeah.
So you knit it all in one big piece. It's by Elizabeth Zimmerman, and it is the most brilliant pattern I have ever seen in my life. I don't know how she came up with this, but this is bloody brilliant. So basically, you knit this long thing, and I'm in the
middle of a row.
I'm in that part at the back where you knit 2/3 of the way across and then just keep going back and forth for 18 rows. It's basically the most of the body of the back. So I'm in that awful part that's really hard to show what it looks like. But anyway, it's just this really long, weird thing. And when you're done knitting it, you fold it. The short end here, you just fold that on both sides. And you seam the top, and that's the sleeves. And it makes a little jacket. It's amazing. I love it. It occurs to me, no, I haven't seen the button band thing yet because I'm not there yet. That's after I pick up the stitches again. But it is the most brilliant pattern I have ever seen in my life. Because she came up with this. Nobody knows how. And I mean, it's just this very, very imaginative way to do this. My cast on looks like crap. I'm looking at the cast on, it's awful. But I don't even know who this is for. This is just I had to use this yarn up, and I was upset with it, so it became a little baby jacket. It's probably going to go to charity.
What kind of yarn is it?
This is Lang Yawol 6, which is bamboo. Well, it's wool and nylon, but it's really squishy and really soft. It's a sport weight, supposedly. I'm not convinced. It looks more like a fingering to me. Well, I suppose if I look at it next to the sock yarn, it is a little bit thicker, but
not a lot.
Yeah, okay, I guess it's a sport. It can be a sport if it wants to. I had originally knit this to test knit some socks for somebody who wanted the socks test knit in a sport weight, and the socks did not even come close to fitting me, so
got frogged.
I frogged it, and now it's a baby jacket. So I'm hoping to, because we have the Ottawa group, we have a stash down every year. I think this is our 3rd annual stash down. And basically it's the first one was knit 12 in 2012, and it was to knit 12 projects at a stash in 2012.
Or UFOs.
Yeah, but it had to be stuff that had been in your stash before the beginning of the year. So, and then in 2013, we did 13 in 2013. We're up to 14 in 2014. So this year, Elizabeth, our friend who came to Maryland with us, she's the organizer of this thing. She decided to set quarterly challenges, and you can see that I noticed this last night while I was
going to ask if it was supposed to be bent.
One of the needles got stepped on.
Oops.
I'm going to see if Rob can fix it for me. Because, yeah, I felt really stupid when I saw that last night. I was like, oh, hey, look at that crooked needle. So Elizabeth has set quarterly challenges for the stash down this year, and the second quarter challenge is to take an old UFO and finish it up.
Okay.
I started that a good while ago. I've had the yarn for at least 2 years. It needs to be done and get out of my house. So that's my entry for the second quarterly challenge.
Cool.
And that's all I'm knitting on right now.
Cool.
I do have other projects on the needles, but they're all being put in time out until these socks are done. So
I have some stash that I forgot to show last week.
yes.
This is some fiber I got to spin on my Bosworth. I have no idea what booth it's from. I just love the colors and the packaging, so I bought it. And it's just, I want to start practicing on my Bosworth again, so I want to get that out. And the other thing I got was, I got a Lollipop yarn update. I was on the computer frantically F5ing.
Yeah, she was, you remember how we used to do concert tickets back, 20 years ago? Read out. Yeah. That's what she was doing.
I was doing that. Lost the first ball. I got carjacked. So the first ball I wanted was actually going to be for me. It had pinks and carjacked means
cartjacked. Okay. I was like, you never told me that.
Cartjacked, meaning I didn't get on.
You got sniped.
I wasn't fast enough in getting my payment through, and somebody else got it. So then I got this one, and it's grays, blues, and greens.
It's really, really pretty.
It's really nice, and it's squishy, and it's going to be socks for my husband.
And her daughter was like, but he already has socks kind of like that. And her daughter is angling to get a new pair of socks.
See the yarn that's over there to the left of on top of my drawers?
Oh, yeah.
Skein of yarn. That's her next pair of socks.
You're a nicer mom than me.
She's getting 3-Irish Girl sock.
Yeah, and it's gorgeous. When did you get that? Oh, is that the one you bought?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I've had that for a while.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm not showing you because I'd have to get up and go over there.
It's okay. So other things, we have the Cal going on in the group. It started May 1st and it ends June 30th. And there's a chatter thread and then there's a finished objects thread. So if you post your finished objects thread by midnight June 30th, you'll be eligible for one of 4 prizes that we have. We have a bag from Diane, who's Freedom for You, the one who made this bag. It's white with brown spots, I think. It's in the chatter thread if you look. We have yarn from my stash, which is
really pink.
Itty Bitty Sock. It's called Pamelicious by Cattail Knits. It's 50/50 superwash merino and tencel. So it is actually that bright
yeah,
pink.
it is.
It is.
It's gorgeous. And tencel is really, really soft. So.
Yeah, it's really squishy. It's not my color.
You're not a pink person.
No. And also a set of my homemade stitch markers. And I also contacted Tian, who is Knit Designs, and she has offered us a free shawl pattern, which is called the Mash Pea Shawl. And it's in the chatter thread. I linked it. So there's 4 prizes. So.
I got really excited for the prizes until I realized that I don't win prizes, so.
Well, as long as you get it finished.
No, I'm staff.
Not really.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's all I've got.
Oh, is that how it's spelled? Mash pea?
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah, actually mash pea.
Not P-E-A, P-E-E.
P-E.
So,
P-E-E.
for the record, there was spinning this week.
Okay.
But I realized as I was getting ready to come over here that I have no idea how to get the bobbin off the wheel.
So you've managed to tie the leader cord. You've managed to spin.
Well, my wheel is brilliant. You don't tie the leader cord on. You make a knot, and it has a slit in the middle of a little hole with a slit on either end in the middle of the bobbin that you put the knot through and pull it tight in the little slit, and it just stays there. It's brilliant. I don't have to tie on leader cords. It's amazing.
So that's no wonder you couldn't figure out how to do it.
Well, to be honest, I had never even looked.
So how did you figure it out? Did you
I brought it into my bedroom and I looked at it and I was like, oh, look at that! It's amazing what happens when you actually look at the thing.
Pay attention.
Yeah. But anyway, there has been spinning. I'm not happy with the spinning, but I've discovered what the problem is. My problem was I was having trouble separating fiber.
Okay.
It wasn't,
like
it didn't matter, it didn't matter how, what I did, it would not come apart. And I realized the reason after my last spinning session. I'm used to fiber that has a 3 to 4 inch stable length. Fairly short, easy to draft, and so on and so. I'm knitting Icelandic wool with mohair. It has a almost 6 inch staple length. So here I'm yanking and yanking and going, why aren't you coming apart?
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's because the hairs are too long. So now that I know that, I'm going to put the Icelandic wool away for a little while. And I think I'm going to try to work on Millie and practice on Millie for a bit. Because she's a Romney and she has much shorter stable length.
Yes, because Millie is no longer in my house.
Yeah, it's at my house now. Because really, I had room in my small 3-bedroom apartment for Millie. But I understand. I know.
You don't have a wheel
This is a
anymore.
really small room that we record in. One of these days, we're going to have to try and find a way to show you guys how small this room is. Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's not a lot of space in here either. And this is her spare bedroom as well. So
yeah, whenever people sleep over,
we have to take all this down.
We take all this down. We have to move the chairs out. The bed goes right up against where the desk is, and it's like basically come in, go to bed, and leave.
Yeah.
So it's really small, but it works. It's my dedicated room.
I'm looking at the bottle in the corner. What is that?
The what?
The box in the corner.
That is the supported spindle that I got from Sarah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here, I thought it was a bottle of scotch or something.
No, that was what she traveled traveled.
Delivered
What
it in?
Traveled in. Ugh.
It's one of those days.
Yes.
I haven't slept and you haven't had enough coffee.
No, I'm still having coffee now.
Yes. Well,
So-
you're having yummy coffee.
Ice cap.
This is an ice cap.
Yeah.
I
So-
can't have ice caps anymore. Ah.
I think that's pretty much it.
Yes.
So, happy spinning, crocheting, weaving,
Knitting, etc. Whatever
everything.
it is.
Whatever
like
it is
to
you do. And we'll see you soon.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.